Happy New Year some days ago. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about choices. I realize it's a bit vague, but stick around because it's an important subject to start the year off right. One of my choices is funny intro. Right before I pressed record, my new phone came in the mail, so I'm a little bit distracted, but I'll be checking that out after the video. Hopefully I'll edit the video first, but can't promise anything. Anyway, first of all, I hope you've all made some resolutions on how to improve your lives in the coming year. In the end, that's what we're all searching for. A better version of ourselves, whether we do it by purchasing something new or taking the time to learn something new. It's why we wake up in the morning and acts as the driving factor in every market of the world. I'm not going to take the time to set goals for you, but today's video just might adapt your perspective to what I believe is fundamental for a financially literate, under control lifestyle. By now, you've been receiving letters in the mail or documents in your email from each different source of your income from the previous year. Maybe it's the only form of communication you've received all year and your life feels a little bit less lonely now. You framed it and it's hanging above the fireplace. Okay, I'm joking, and if you haven't figured it out, I'm talking about your 1099, W-2, or other various tax documents that will be arriving to most Americans over the next few months. Today's video will mostly apply to the US viewers, but I assume in other countries around the world there are similar systems of taxation where during a certain period of the year money is redistributed to the people from excess funds paid or similar. It's an exciting period, and deservedly, since you're finally getting money back from the government that you let them use for the entire year without earning any interest.
Show me the money.
But that's a topic for another day. Not everyone receives a tax refund, obviously, but to some this is a period where you can finally fulfill the desire of buying the new MacBook or drone that you've had your eye on since 1 month after you spent your previous tax refund. Let's face it, the majority of people have already spent the money in their minds before ever knowing how much it will be. And worse, many people literally spend it using a credit card long before it arrives, racking up more than 20% interest annually, if not managed correctly. Now, admittedly, I too use credit cards and have had to learn the hard way to avoid those high fees, but it's time to think differently. Take a look at this. So I found different information depending on the article I read. It's important to check the facts. I liked how money.com displayed the data. For the tax season from February 1st to April 16th, there was a low of $1,800, reaching a high of $3,900 on average distributed as refunds every week to, I'm sure, very happy families and individuals all over America. Sometimes it might feel like there's not a lot else you can do with $2,000 to $4,000, so why not just blow it on some tech gadget that will surely be outmoded by a new model even before its official release. Another percentage of Americans would prefer to save it for a rainy day, and I applaud that decision if it's going towards an emergency fund. Others will use it to travel abroad or save it for their children's education, invest it in some way. My point is, there's a myriad of choices to make. Let's use the terminology of Robert Kiyosaki and recognize these purchases as assets or liabilities. Assets being purchases intended to create more money, while liabilities being those which don't or even absorb more money. It's up to you to weigh out your best options, but for those of you who are leaning towards a liability, I'd like to interject. You may have heard me speaking about real estate auctions in Italy. These auctions require a down payment of 10% to participate. Can you guess the average deposit check I've written in order to participate in the auctions I've won so far? $3,000, or in euros as of today, 2,750 euros. Okay, so what's my point? You plan your cards right, and that check that will be arriving in the mail or the bank deposit you highly anticipate could be exactly what it takes to unlock a whole new life experience. I don't want this to sound like a hard sales pitch. I really just want to influence at least one person to take a second glance at their priorities and consider using this cash influx to do something life-changing. Whatever it takes, whatever it is. I have to give a big shout out to all of you who are watching the channel up to this point. I had the opportunity to meet some great people that watch my channel this week and have come to realize you are true supporters. Seriously, you deserve more than I can give you, but I'll do my best. The date I set for reaching 1,000 subscribers in 80 days has come and gone with the change of the new year, and at the point of making this video, this channel sits at 430 subscribers, and that's awesome. I'm sure that number would have been higher if I was able to keep videos consistent over the past 3 weeks, but alas, life obligations have the ultimate control. I'm still extremely happy with the results and am not giving up now. In fact, I'm back in action, so look out for the next video as I'll be talking about financing. It's been a highly requested topic, so I look forward to sharing it with you. Like the video before you go, it really helps out, and thanks and happy decision making. Yeah, it was a short one, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to unboxing this phone right here. See you next time.